Here it is midnight. I'm tired. I've been watching television. The show that was on was a lot of fun. I didn't want to quit early. But I did want to make this video. I have a subject that I feel inspired to talk about. It's a funny thing. My message tonight has been heard over and over and over again. People keep saying it. Every time they do, someone always pops up. That's so profound, as though it was the first time it was ever said. But somehow, it always needs to be said again. I'm not really sure why you don't get the message out there in the world. I really don't understand that. But maybe there's just too much conditioning against it. So many of us spend our lives seeking after the next thrill. In fact, maybe the pleasure that we get from external thrills causes us to forget what I'm going to talk about today. We go to an amusement park and have an awesome day. We go camping and discover what quiet feels like. It's a funny thing how quiet it is when you get the hell out of the city. We fall in love and discover what endorphins can do. Many of us spend our lives looking for external triggers to happiness. That's okay. I mean, happiness is often best triggered by something outside of ourselves. But it translates into a constant search for something more. People live their whole lives trying to make something particular happen, after which they will be happy. Today I was out for coffee, and a friend, an old friend, actually not, well, it doesn't matter the relationship. A gentleman I've known for many years stops by to chat with me, and he was talking about the things he needed to change in his life, the things he needed to happen in his life before he would stop being miserable. He desperately needed somebody to love him. He desperately needed better income. He desperately needed more friends. He needed his important messages to be heard by the world. He needed to change this, that, and the other thing. I swear that man's like Don Quixote tilting at windmills. There's always something. And he can't even stay on one subject long enough to fight the good fight. He's bouncing from one contentious issue to another from day in and day out. Now, I understand he's got a lot of anger. He's had a rough life. Well, I don't think his adult life has been rough. But his childhood certainly was, and it seems to have colored him for the rest of his days. And I tried to explain to him that happiness is not about what you have or what you're getting. It's about how you view what you do have. I'm doing well now, but I haven't always. I haven't always been happy, and I haven't always lived well. I don't know. It's hard for me to say I've had a rough life, because I don't think I have. Other people seem to think that the poverty I lived in was arduous and difficult, and they figuratively pat me on the back and tell me how strong and brave I've been, and I don't know. I mean, I was really broke, and it would make me miserable at times. But something that it taught me. See, I've spent so many years where being broke, being socially idiotic. I mean, I'm a social moron. I really am. And if you're neither entertaining nor can afford to pay for the party, people really don't want to be around you. So you become isolated. So I've been lonely. I've been hungry, very hungry. I've been on the verge of homelessness, but thankfully never actually homeless. I've been very careful with what I have and taken care of it. And I figured something out early in my 20s, that if I was going to get past, if I was going to, I couldn't kill myself. I tried. And if I was stuck in this world, and this world wasn't going to give me any joy, I was going to have to extract joy. I was going to have to squeeze every drop of joy out of this world that I could. Like taking a lemon and squeezing it. That's that whole, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, it's true. You've got to squeeze every drop of juice out of your life. And that is my message. When you get up in the morning, and I get up feeling it, I get up in pain every day. To me, it's I don't regard it as malfunction, just the way it is for me. I'm dehydrated, so I have a nasty headache. For whatever reason, my entire body is stiff. My back is sore and cramped up, and I figure it's because I'm sleeping on a lousy mattress or whatever. I don't really care why. That's the way I wake up. It surprises me more that other people don't. And yet I don't wake up unhappy because I'm in pain. I wake up to a house with the chirping of birds. I wake up to another day full of something going on outside. It's not always something good, but yeah, I've never seen, in my entire life, I've never been anywhere that didn't have sparrows, that didn't have something growing and living. And these things are beautiful. Even concrete is beautiful if you take a good look at it. It sparkles, it's got many colors in it. Yeah, I just have to use macrovision. Macrovision, there's a good word for it. You have to take a close-up look and find what it is about what's around you that is pleasing. And you have to focus on that. It doesn't mean that you become a Pollyanna and you quit trying to make things right. It means that you make as much effort to spot the good as your nature puts into spotting the bad. It's perfectly natural for us to spot hazards and dangers and things we don't like. We have to put just as much effort into spotting things we do like. We have to try and balance that. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's been written into every wise writing I've ever seen. Live for today. Live for now. Find something right now that makes this moment worth being in. Look around you. What have you got? Well, I know you have a computer or access to one. And it has broadband. I know that. I also know that there's electricity. If there's electricity, I'm willing to bet you've got clean running water too. Do you have any idea how remarkable that is? Think about it. The majority of human beings today, let alone in history, continue to live without those basic things. Odds are, if you have broadband and access to a computer, it's probably your computer, and I'm willing to bet you've been fed recently enough that you're not dying of malnutrition. Think about that too. That, again, you may take it for granted, but don't. It is not something to be taken for granted. There's a quote that I love from a book. A cat is saying to a girl who's in stress, she says, "You humans take things too seriously. You are warm, you are fed, dance!" And that's just it. You're warm, you're fed, dance. Don't let anything else become more important than the fact that you are warm and fed. That is the most important thing there is. You are warm, you are fed. From there on in, you've got nothing to complain about. Really. Whether you're in pain, whether you're crippled, handicapped, disabled by something, or life has treated you like crap. If you are warm and fed, carry on.